What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tamra and today's video is going to be on this berry inspired eye look. Get it? Berry inspired. Ooh, okay. So I've been seeing a lot of berry inspired fall looks instead of, you know, the traditional browns and golds, and I was like, I want to try that because usually I don't stray away from my golds and my browns, but this came out really pretty and I hope you guys like it too. If you'd like to see how I got this look, go ahead and keep on watching and check the end of the video for some bloopers. Bye.
The front and the back, we on the way and that's a fact. This real, this ain't rap. Where everybody wanna act pro-black. The last line you heard is second.
Alright, enough of my shenanigans. I will be rapping Nipsey Hussle the entire time, just as an FYI. But let's go ahead and get started. I am here setting my eyelids just with some concealer, the same concealer I'm going to use for my under eye, my L'Oreal Infallible Concealer in the shade Honey. And then I'm just setting it here with some translucent powder to make blending a little bit easier for me. Being silly, like always. Alright, so now I'm just taking a burnt orange shade and blending that out through my crease. The palette in my hand is a palette that I'm using, the Through My Eyes palette by Karen times Colourpop. But the orange in the palette, I didn't really want to use that one, so I just used another one from some random palette, but you can use whatever you want. I'm just going to blend, blend, blend until I like how it looks. I take my time with blending because you can't really go backwards, so I do a little bit at a time until I like how until I like the color build up. Alright, now I'm going in with the shade Misbehave, and I'm going right over that orange color into the crease. Just blending that out. Again, doing a little bit at a time until I like what I see. I'm going in with this brush I used the first time to just kind of diffuse it out. Make sure I don't have like a harsh line because we don't want that. Okay, so now I'm going in with the shade Nocturne. I don't know how you say it, but that nice shimmery burgundy shade. And I'm going to place that all over my lid. I'm going to use two brushes, one brush to kind of get the color on there, and then another to kind of help guide where I want the shadow to be. Eyeshadow is real tricky, y'all. I feel like every eye is different, and you kind of got to play around with it until you figure out what works for you and your eyelids. Like, it's not a universal step. Makeup isn't a universal thing. Every face is different, so it's taken me a while to figure out how to do makeup to fit my eyes and my face, and I'm still working on it. I am not a pro whatsoever. Alright, now I'm going to go in with the last shade, which is Divina, that deep purple shade, and I'm going to use that to just kind of darken up the outer corner a little bit. As you saw, I only used a little teeny bit to start with, and I just built it up slowly because I didn't want it to be too dark, but I wanted a little bit of depth. So just took a little bit of product at a time and blended to my liking. Okay, so here I'm just kind of making sure I like how it looks, going back in and blending, adding more color into my crease because I kind of diffused it all out. Just playing with it until everything looks perfect, or as close to perfect as I can get it. And then lastly, I'm going to take some black eyeliner and I'm going to add that as close to my lash line as I can get, just to kind of help mask my lash band a little bit and to add a little bit of definition to my eye. I didn't want to do a winged liner. I thought that would have made it too nighttime-ish. So just did a little bit of liner just to add some depth, and then I blended it out with a smudge brush. Okay, boom. Now we on to the face. Taking my newly loved Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I've used this twice, and both times I noticed my makeup really didn't budge, especially around my mouth. Whew, lifesaver when it comes to around the mouth, especially if you're going like to dinner or out for drinks. That's usually the area that your makeup is going to rub off first. And I did notice it held on a lot longer. I haven't used it in combination with my Silk Canvas by Tatcha though, so I'm going to try that next and see what kind of coverage and what kind of lasting power I get. Here I'm just using my Smashbox Studio Skin 12 Hour foundation in the shade 4.25. I really like this. It's not completely matte, but it's not dewy either. It's kind of somewhere in the middle, and it's buildable coverage. Just kind of speeding through that because it takes a while to blend that out, you know. Make sure you don't have that moon face, all that stuff going on. Just take your time. Alright, back to that concealer I mentioned earlier, the L'Oreal Infallible in the shade Honey. Just going in on all the points of my face I want to highlight. I'm going to blend that out with a beauty blender. Put a little bit on the upper lip, cover up that mustache shadow. Okay. Concealer just makes everything better. Like, look at how that just like snatched my face. Alright, now for my Pretty Vulgar translucent setting powder in Mad About It. Got this in a BoxyCharm box, and I actually really like it. It doesn't give me flashback. It's finely milled, so it doesn't kind of cake up under your eyes like other setting powders do. And I'm just doing the same thing, pushing it into my skin, setting my makeup first, and then I'm going to add some more and bake with it while I do the rest of my face. Alright, now I'm going in with an oldie but a goodie, my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Deepest to set the rest of my face. I love this powder. It never makes me feel cakey, and it's heavy enough that I can brush it on for like a no makeup day and still get a decent amount of coverage. Alright, now I'm just setting my brows with some brow gel. I think this one is by Mellow. Now I'm using my Cover FX palette that's also another BoxyCharm goodie, and I'm using the contour shade in Shadow to kind of carve out my cheeks, warm up that face a little bit. I don't like a harsh contour line, so I use a really fluffy brush to do my contour. If y'all know any good contour powders, drop them down below because I definitely need another one. Now I'm taking this Makeup Revolution blush in the shade Nude. Also not a big blush fan. Sometimes you can just turn out to look like a clown. You gotta be real careful with the shades. I usually like soft pinks or like an orange, and I'll use that in tandem with like a highlighter. Speaking of highlighter, using my Loreal Gilded Honey to add some pizzazz to my cheeks. Alright, so now I already have on lashes and all of that stuff. I'm doing my bottom waterline. My lashes gave me a hard time today, so I just omitted that footage from the video, but just my Ardell wispy lashes, and I'm going under my waterline with the same two colors I used in my crease, the Misbehave shade and Divina, just to add some depth to my lower lash line, finish up the eye look. As you can see, eyes watering like crazy. Has such an annoying time doing this. My eyes water so bad when I do my makeup. My eyes water a lot, period, honestly, but it's so frustrating when you have your whole entire face on and your eyes are trying to ruin it. Like, the most frustrating, but sped through that just to spare y'all me trying to keep my together. Alright, almost finished. Now we're just using Shayla's BFF4 lip liner. Told y'all I will never use another brown lip liner again because this one is just perfect for me. And it's cheap, like, it's a win. Now I'm using another Karen times Colourpop collab lip in Sueño de CoCo. Bomb lip. These two paired together, fire. And then with the lip gloss I'm going to put over it, Dominique Cosmetics lip gloss in the shade Lemonade. A banger. That lip gloss is fire by itself too. At this point, I was feeling myself, so the slow-mos are coming at you, okay? Alright guys, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching if you're still here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will catch you in my next one. Bye.
Bang on the whole game, I ain't give a fuck. Body tripping and the winners got my digits up. And when I drop, you know I'm about to fuck it up. Check. There's 5 checks on my neck. There was no sweat on my breath last time that I checked. I was sending souls and so you niggas scary. Maybe it's both in this balance I've been living day. Curse over into my bosses. Now you win the whole thing and lift up a score with sweat dripping down your face. It's the mission. Last time that I checked. There's 5 checks on my neck. There was no sweat on my breath last time.